Home ownership is the most important investment you can make. We know that. When it's time to renovate, however, some improvements bring more value than others. Chase Wilsey of Wilsey Asset Management joining us now. Chase, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk about this because this is always a decision. You live in a house for a certain while, then you want to renovate. It's going to be worth it. In which renovations really do bring the best value?
So it was very interesting, actually. According to a recent study, about 95% of homeowners want to do some type of remodeling, renovation on their home, but only 50% feel that they can afford it right now. I mean, it's expensive. I always tell people it's one of the kind of forgotten about expensive of home ownership. There's only 4 renovations that actually came in with a positive recoupment of those expenses. Yep, everything else, the average was 60% of the money that you spent on that renovation is what you recouped.
What are the 4? Here we go. I'm taking notes. Go ahead.
The HVAC electrification. So that makes a lot of sense when you think about it now, because a lot of people have been wanting to do that because of the push for solar.
Sure.
People don't want to spend money on utility bills. Well, if you electrify that HVAC, use solar, can really help kind of reduce that utility expense.
That is one.
The other one were kind of more exterior, aesthetically pleasing additions. So you look at replacing the garage door. I was kind of surprised by that.
Garage door?
Garage door, yeah. And you look at also adding stone veneer to the house siding there. That was the other one. And the last one was replacing your front entry door. Very important here. With a steel door. All the other doors didn't recoup the cost. Just a steel door was the only one that recouped that cost.
So your front door, you take that cheap wooden thing off and you put a steel door.
A steel door, that's right. And when I'm saying you're recouping your costs here plus a little bit more, I'm talking about a little bit more, because
not a lot.
The recoupment here was about 101% of your total cost. So you're not getting back a ton from what you put into it. It's a very small amount that you're actually getting when you're actually making these additions to the home.
Are pools anywhere on that list? People always wonder about that because that's like a huge investment in your home, and you think, oh, it's a pool.
You know, pools were not on that list.
I was reading this on Forbes that home renovation spending was predicted, they were going to say it was going to drop by 14% year over year from 22 to 23.
Yeah.
Is that the trend right now? Obviously, everything's more expensive. You mentioned that, but that seems to be a big drop.
Well, I think it's kind of twofold. I think there's 2 main reasons why this is occurring. Number one, I think there was a lot of people during COVID, during the last couple of years, that were either flipping homes or they were kind of seeing the price of the homes go up dramatically. So people would buy a home and then they do all this work and it goes up 20%. It's like, wow, I'm so good at doing these remodels. Well, it wasn't that you were good at it. It was just that the real estate prices were going up.
Right.
That has changed quite drastically now as home prices have pulled back. The other reason for the decline, I believe, is interest rates have gone up quite dramatically. So you're talking about having, let's say, a 3-4% interest rate. Now you have to borrow money at 7-8% perhaps, depending on your credit and the other factors. So it could really slow down the amount of available capital to actually utilize those renovations.
Yeah, the interest rates you mentioned are not nearly what they were a couple of years ago. So what are the best options for people out there now if they still want to do that renovations? How do we fund it? What's the best option for me?
I still tell people, I still think a great option to look at is looking at a HELOC. It's a home equity line of credit. And the reason for that is you are using the funds to improve the house. Now, the benefit, since you're using that HELOC to, again, improve the value of the house, essentially, you actually do get to use that interest as long as you itemize as a tax deduction. So you then have to look at the after-tax interest rate effect. Not just like, oh, I'm paying 7 to 8%. You are, again, getting a tax benefit for that, so your after-tax interest rate could be maybe 4 or 5%, depending on what bracket you're in.
People also are concerned about, well, when should I do this renovation? We talk about real estate. Oh, in the summertime, everybody's selling their house because of the school and this. When is the best time to do a renovation? Are we talking about what time of year or even what year to do it?
I think the big thing for people to understand is, for the average person, unless you really know what you're doing, a renovation is not an investment. A renovation is an expense at the end of the day. So if you're looking at selling your house in 6 months, a year, maybe even 2 years,
smart.
I would not recommend doing any type of high-end renovation, any type of renovation for that matter. If you're looking at saying, I want to do this as an expense because I want it, I'm going to be in this home for the next 5, 7, 10 years, it's an expense, go ahead and do it because it's something you want to do, you can afford it, but don't think of it, I'm the next Chip and Joanna Gaines, I'm improving this, I'm adding a lot of value. That's the wrong way to look at it. So the big thing too is the opportunity cost of it. You have to understand you're taking that capital from somewhere Could pull it from your 401k, could pull it from an investment account. Now that money's no longer working for you, you sunk it into a renovation that's costing you money.
You make an excellent point. If you're going to do a big renovation, usually it's because you want to live in it, you want to stay in that home at least for 4 or 5 years, enjoy it, and then if you recoup the benefits of it, so be it. But if you're chasing the money, sometimes you go down the wrong path.
Exactly.
You know, start with a smaller project. You know, maybe get that door.
Hey, maybe get the door.
How
maybe,
much is a steel door?
Yeah,
How much is that?
It depends on the door.
you
I mean,
know?
I've seen steel doors that are
Does
giant. It's
anybody
like
know?
$12,000, $15,000
Like
for
a
a steel
normal,
door. You know?
like I never thought I'd say this. How much does a normal steel door cost? I have no idea. Chase Wilsey, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, the producer's now trying to tell me what a steel door costs. I don't care. Chase, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I need new windows. Should I invest in windows?
Oh, Windows weren't a good one either.
Listen, Chase.
Hey, if you're there 5 to 7 years, go for it.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
If you want it.
No, I trust you. I know. Okay.